Sydney Sweeney's latest ad for American Eagle was supposed to sell jeans. Instead, it lit up the internet like a five-alarm fire. And now, it's at the center of one of the strangest, loudest, and most ridiculous culture war battles of the year. Before we get into the memes, the outrage, and the wild fact that even the White House weighed in, hit subscribe so you don't miss our deep dives into the celebrity stories everyone's fighting about. Because this one has it all. Picture it. Sydney Sweeney, blonde hair, blue eyes, wearing a full Canadian tuxedo, denim jacket, denim jeans. The camera's close. She talks about DNA. Genes are passed down from parents to offspring, often determining traits like hair color, personality, and even eye color. Then she looks into the lens, lowers her voice, and says, "My genes are blue." The tagline flashes, "Sydney Sweeney has good genes." And just like that, the internet exploded. From wordplay to Warzone. For American Eagle, this was cheeky marketing. A retro throwback to a controversial Brooke Shields ad from the 80s, back when Shields was just 15. It was meant to be sexy, nostalgic, and simple. But to many online, it was something else entirely. Progressive commentators were quick to slam the message. Why? Because the ad wasn't just saying good genes, it was also saying good genes. And when the model in question is a white, blonde, blue-eyed actress, well, some saw that as a eugenics dog whistle. Was American Eagle really selling denim? Or a dated, dangerous idea about beauty and genetics? The backlash erupts. The reaction split instantly into two camps. On one side, critics accusing Sweeney and American Eagle of leaning into outdated male gaze marketing and dabbling in coded racial messaging. They called it regressive, tone-deaf, even sinister. On the other side, defenders cheering the ad as a win for real advertising. They saw it as a rejection of what they call woke marketing, and a return to unapologetic sex appeal. Content creators jumped in. Some mocked the outrage. Others mocked the ad itself. TikTok lit up with parody videos. And this wasn't just internet noise, it was everywhere. From TikTok to late-night TV. Within days, the clip hit late-night television. Stephen Colbert aired the ad on The Late Show, joking about the reaction. When late-night hosts are making Hitler jokes about your denim ad, you know the discourse has officially peaked. Then, the White House got involved. If you thought the culture war over genes couldn't get any stranger, the White House proved you wrong. Spokesman Stephen Chung blasted the backlash, calling it, "Cancel culture run amok." This warped, moronic, and dense liberal thinking is a big reason why Americans voted the way they did in 2024. They're tired of this BS. Yes, an ad about denim had become a political talking point at the highest level of government. Here's the thing. This isn't the first time an ad campaign has blown up like this. Remember the Bud Light fiasco? Remember non-binary Mr. Potato Head? We're in an era where commercials have become the front line in a never-ending cultural war. A few years ago, the outrage was mostly coming from conservatives reacting to progressive ads. Now, the pendulum has swung the other way. It's progressives who are calling out ads they see as problematic, and the backlash is just as fierce. The Sydney Sweeney ad became a perfect storm, a celebrity already under constant scrutiny, a throwback to a controversial campaign from another era, a tagline that could be read two completely different ways, and a political climate where everything is a battlefield. American Eagle didn't just make a jeans ad. They made a time capsule, and not in a good way. The original Brooke Shields Calvin Klein spot was scandalous in its time. A teenage model purring about her jeans in a way that left little to the imagination. But that was the 1980s. Fast forward 40 years, and the world has changed. What was edgy back then now reads as retrograde, especially without any self-aware twist or commentary. This wasn't satire. It wasn't reinvented. It was simply resurrected. And in 2025, nostalgia isn't neutral. It's political. Sweeney is no stranger to public criticism. From her acting choices to her brand deals, she's been accused of playing to the male gaze more than once. Critics point to her past marketing stunts, including a novelty soap product supposedly containing traces of her used bathwater, as evidence she's willing to push sex appeal for profit. Her defenders argue she's simply capitalizing on her brand, and that unlike many of her Hollywood peers, she's a self-made star without famous parents. In this case, though, the debate wasn't just about her. It was about what she represented in that ad, and how that image collided with 2025's cultural minefield. If there's one thing the internet does better than outrage, it's meme outrage. Pretty soon, "My jeans are blue" became a punchline. Users remixed the ad, swapped in absurd new endings, and even replaced Sweeney with other celebrities delivering the same line. It wasn't just about whether the ad was good or bad anymore. It was about owning the discourse. Some made fun of the critics, some made fun of the ad, some just wanted in on the joke. This is the part brands love, when their campaign becomes inescapable, even if half the conversation is negative. The Sweeney ad might seem like just another flash-in-the-pan controversy, but it points to a bigger shift in how we talk about marketing. Every ad now carries extra baggage: who's in it, what they look like, what the tagline could mean in the most political interpretation possible. And it's not slowing down. From McDonald's milkshakes to collectible toys, social media can turn the most ordinary product into a cultural event, for better or worse. When an ad hits the right nerve, it stops being about the product entirely. It becomes a symbol for whoever wants to claim it. So, was this all planned? Here's the question nobody's asking loudly enough. Did American Eagle know exactly what they were doing? They remade a controversial ad from the 80s. They cast a star who's already polarizing. They used a tagline guaranteed to spark debate in the current climate. If they wanted a safe, middle-of-the-road campaign, they could have had it. Instead, they chose a lightning rod. And now, people who haven't set foot in an American Eagle store in years are suddenly talking about the brand. Whether you see the Sydney Sweeney American Eagle ad as harmless nostalgia, a calculated controversy, or a tone-deaf throwback, one thing's clear: it worked. It got attention, it got people fighting, it got late-night jokes, TikTok parodies, and White House soundbites. It turned a 10-second jean spot into a cultural event. And in today's marketing landscape, that's not an accident. That's the goal. If you want more deep dives into the ads, the celebrities, and the culture wars turning marketing into the new battlefield, hit subscribe now. Because the next controversy is already being filmed.